That's Running Wild right here on your classic metal show. Name of the tune was called Bloody Island. Boy, that motherfucker was long.
Yes, it was.
That shit was very long, dude. But good stuff there from Running Wild. That almost sounded like a Blind Guardian song, didn't it? With that da 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 da.
That's that pirate metal.
Yeah, exactly. It's that whole European thing. You know, and that's a big part of why I don't get it, because I'm not necessarily enthralled by all that.
German thing.
You know, sounds like if you were going to try and play metal at the Renaissance Fair, that's what you would play.
Let's not get into that Renaissance shit.
Why? Because it looks like your robe?
Richie Blackmore.
Well, we could talk about Richie Blackmore.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Well,
on
I know that you have been enamored lately with this this new Deep Purple release, the Perfect Strangers live from, what is that, 86?
84.
84.
Love it.
It's really good stuff, but you know, it's one of those rare moments where Richie Blackmore appeared happy.
He was if you've seen the DVD, he's
Yeah.
on fire.
Yeah, he's great.
Fucking him and Gillan, you'd never know that those two had the problem from that show.
Sure. Now you're, as a Deep Purple fan, I'm going to assume that you have California Jam.
Every single Deep Purple. Right. That's another band if you want to get back into that.
Sure.
I have everything of.
Sure. Well, so you've seen the DVD of the California Jam, like 71 or 72, whatever
74.
year that was. Yeah. I mean, that is a smoking show.
Yes.
And at the end where Blackmore just rips and rips and rips, and he just throws his fucking guitar down. He's like, fuck this.
Yep.
You know.
That's when he smashed the camera.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a great show too, but unlike the Perfect Strangers tour, you could tell Blackmore did not want to be there.
No. The Perfect Strangers tour, at least at that point, because that was when they first got back together.
Sure.
He was dead on, and he was having a blast.
Sure, he definitely was. Well, dude, I one of the things I wanted to do tonight was I wanted to talk to you specifically, because you, in this local area, you are a big supporter of a lot of local bands.
Sure.
You know,
sure.
you go out and you will go and support. You'll go out there and support and give the local bands a fair shot. You won't just, where most people, they'll fucking find out what time the real band is playing and they'll show up at 9:30 instead of 7.
Sure.
You generally are there for the first note of every show.
Sure. Till
the end.
Yep.
Now, as a local supporter for the local scene here in Cleveland, I personally, let me go back a little bit. I personally take a lot of shit for being honest to local bands and for not giving them a pass, specifically on their discs. I don't give them a pass because their sound is shit. I'm not judging something based on, well, you only had X amount of money, so therefore that's what you could come up with.
Right.
And I have told local bands for years, for probably 20 years now, when they would ask me what to do, I always told them, if you can only record 2 songs well, that's all you can afford, then do the 2 songs.
Right.
Don't do 10 songs sounding like shit.
Right.
Do 2 songs well. And I'm curious, I always think that I'm a little bit fucking of a stickler with it. I'm curious for you personally, as somebody that goes out and sees a bunch of local bands and supports them, what is it that you look for in a local band? I mean, do you give them a pass? Do you listen to a local band and say, well, you know what, I see something that might turn into something? Or if they come out and play and suck, are you just like, done?
I am one of those that I go out and see it, and if something, man, that is really cool, or that sounds really great,
yeah,
I'm all for it, and I'll support them.
Okay.
If it's it doesn't do anything for me,
Sure.
There's not a lot I can say about it.
Right.
And I love to support the Cleveland scene, but I mean, if something really grabs me, they're 100%.
Yeah, and what's unique in this scene is that there's always a lot of bands, Maybe it's not unique. There's always a lot of bands, but there's rarely a lot of good ones.
Yeah, well, you know, everybody has their thing, and some of it is really fucking good, and some of it really fucking sucks.
Yeah. Now, do you have any bands that you like that are not necessarily the popular bands? And I'll name one right off the top of my head that I know for a fact that I like, that they don't get a lot of love locally, is a band called Dark Arena. I love Dark Arena.
Oh, that's Juan's band.
Yeah, Juan.
Fuck yeah, I love that.
I love that band.
That band.
But
Definitely.
They don't get a whole lot of love from, the magazines, the local media, anybody, and the fans, really, for that matter. They don't.
Right.
But I've seen them 8 or 10 times now, and they're always good.
They are always great. Yeah, and I guess it comes down to personal preference,
Sure.
Their stuff, if it grabs me, I support it. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll buy the discs or whatever, or the shirt or whatever. But if it doesn't,
sure.
I try to give it at least everybody a chance.
Sure. Well, you willing to give a local band or an unsigned band a chance right now?
Well, let's try one.
Well, let's try one. I don't know what the name of this band is yet, but this is a band, and they're doing a cover of Europe, which I know you're not a fan of. So you're gonna have to.
I know about 2 or 3 songs by Europe, and the only one that I really cared for was Final Count.
All right, well, that's the one that they're covering.
Okay, well then.
So let's see if you dig this. This is again, I don't know the name of the band. It doesn't say on here, but it's something that's local, and you can see. Look, you can see the YouTube right there.
Right,
There's nobody in front of them, so clearly they're a new band.
Yeah.
So let's just take a listen and see if maybe you'd be willing to figure out who this band is and support them. Fair?
Okay, sounds good.
Let's try this out. Well, do they have you yet?
Well, is that the poppy version? Because that's what it starts to sound like.
You're not into this yet?
Not yet.
All right. Well, maybe it's just not. Maybe it's just not far enough in. Let's check it out a little more. All right. Now. Would you be looking for this keyboard guy maybe for another band?
No, that actually sounds like something I could fucking play. And I can't play shit.
All right, well, let's continue, because maybe when the guy starts singing.
That's what I was waiting for, the fucking vocals. Let's hear the vocals.
Well, let's get to the vocal here. Here he comes.
Are you fucking kidding me? Get rid of that shit.
No, we gotta. Maybe when they get to the chorus, it'll be better.
Okay, if you think.
So you're not enthralled yet with this one?
No. Jesus fucking Christ.
What's funny, and I know people can't see this, but this is on a stage. This is not like guys in a room. I mean, admittedly,
there must be nobody there.
There's no one there to see this, but this is like on like a professional stage. How did these guys get this gig? Is my question, even with no people there.
Got that right.
All right, let's give these guys some more.
Okay.
I guess there is no one to blame. We leaving ground, it means to me. But yeah, it's the final countdown.
Nathan in Kentucky has hit this right on the head.
All right.
Our fucking H metal. That's it, right there. That's gotta be it.
It's not Tim James's band?
No. Tim James has gotta be better than this. Got to be. Nathan hit that right on the fucking head.
Come on, these guys are good. I'm liking them.
No, yeah, right.
I'm digging it.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
The final countdown. Oh,
Wait, what was that sound?
Okay.
Oh!
Now, maybe if that's a bunch of 12-year-olds, I'll give them credit for trying.
I don't think it is. These guys look like they're adults. Let me blow up the video. Hold on. All right, it's hard to tell. They look grown.
Okay, well, I hope they don't fucking give up their day jobs.
From Venus, Venus, and when we stand tall, 'cause maybe we'll see.
All right, I know people can't see this at home, but I'll show this to you. See this guy over here looking at the amps?
Yeah.
He's looking at the amps like maybe there's a problem with the amps that's making the
Maybe it's the fucking singer.
It's the sound. It must be the amps are fucking turned on wrong or something.
Well, that's why I see nobody standing there in front of the stage. There's not a fucking person there.
Not one.
Not a fucking person.
There's no one there. Would you want to be the one standing in front of that?
No, God, no.
I'd be.
Legally, you gotta fucking see this.
I would be embarrassed. Somebody's trying to call, but they're not calling the right number. Call the 800 number. 800-497-5891. MOL, I can't answer it on my cell phone. 800-497-5891.
And welcome our song, yeah. With so many light years to go, and things to be found, I'm sure that we all love it so.
Everybody, it's the final countdown. Listen to that keyboard.
There's this guy walking by. Must have been the groundskeeper.
He's probably trying to figure out what the fuck that noise
I'm
is.
telling you, there is literally nobody standing in front of that fucking stage. Absolutely nobody.
All you see is grass.
Yep. Grass and a band.
Oh, this band is really good. I just
Where the fuck did you pull this up?
Dude, I find them all the time.
Jesus.
The final countdown, final countdown. Oh,
Listen to that drum solo.
God fucking believe
Is that the return of Richie Blackmore?
I think I could actually get, if I was singing, I could at least get a couple people in front of this.
Wait a minute, I'm going back here. You're missing out on this fucking guitar solo. Listen to this guitar solo. This guy's got some chops.
Oh, fucking God.
When I heard this for the first time, I was like, I think I've literally found the first band in history with no talent on any instrument.
Oh, my God, this is a Mark and John for sure.
Might be. Might be Captain
It might
T.
even be worse than Mark and John.
That
if
might
you
be
can get
Captain
that
T
bad.
in Astronomy there.
Oh, my God.
But, dude, the keyboard player's horrible, the singer's horrible, the drummer's horrible, and the guitar player's horrible.
It's just
There's
horrible.
no one good in this band.
I wish people could see this. There is literally nobody there.
There's
You see grass and a band.
There's not. I wonder if the person fucking wasn't even standing behind the camera to record it.
And the fucking guy that was recording it probably was having a fucking cow.
the final countdown. Oh, it's the final countdown.
I think that might be a Gatling gig.
Well, I will say one thing about the keyboard player.
Go ahead,
He's got a long way to be a fucking John Lord.
dude. I'm thinking this guy could be in Dream Theater now.
Fuck. I'm not even a Dream Theater fan at all. And the Dream Theater's 10 times better than that.
I would hope.
Jesus Christ.
The final countdown.
I've seen garage bands better than this.
The final countdown. Final countdown. Oh, it's the final countdown. We live it together. It's the final countdown. The final countdown. Final countdown. Oh.
Yeah!
Fucking over, thank Christ. I am not kidding. There was literally nobody. Nobody there.
Not a goddamn soul. Here, I'll put
Sure
it.
that wasn't a sound check?
I don't know what it is. All I know is the band was proud enough of it to put it out there online.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, if that was a sound check, would you put that on fucking line?
Fuck no, I'd be embarrassed.
Look at Nathan in Kentucky. If the grass could boo, it would.
Got that right, Nate.
Blockade Runner, was that loudness? Damn.
Oh, no, loudness is 10 times better than that.
There, I just put the link out there in fucking the chat room.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my goodness.
Don't worry, you won't be missing anything if you don't watch it.
Come on, I like that.
Yeah.
I liked it. You didn't like it?
No,
You want me to play it again?
no,
Are you sure?
no.
Dude, I'll do it.
Jesus Christ.